Welcome back to Coyote Classics. Today we're checking out a really sharp looking 1967 Pontiac GTO Resto mod. It's got digital gauges, 4-speed automatic transmission, built 400, cold air. It's an awesome driver. It's got a great look. I love the dual exhaust sound, and the stance is awesome too with those more modern, but the kind of I think they call them oversized PMD rallies. They're 17-inch, but they look like, you know, the old Pontiac rallies, but a little more retro.
It's a super cool car. I classify this as a survivor condition body and interior with a complete Resto modded, you know,
Drive
fuel
train.
injection. This one here is, it is a date code correct, original YS code GTO engine. I'm sure that this is probably the original engine according to the date and suffix code. We can't tell without the PHS docs to go ahead and check that number on the front correspondent.
But YS Code 400 has been rebuilt and upgraded. It's got an Edelbrock intake. They went with the Holley Sniper EFI electronic fuel injection. It's got the 4L60E 4-speed automatic transmission. Power brakes with front disc, power steering. They added vintage air conditioning. Really clean, good-looking engine compartment.
It got a nice set of Doug headers with nice polished headers and nice sounding dual exhaust. Looks like you got a brand new steering box in there as well. And then look at this huge aluminum radiator with dual electric fans, Optima battery. As I mentioned, so Resto modded transmission, Resto modded everything else, but I think the original motor, and it runs great. And original, mostly original interior, and one repaint done years ago. So that's the kind of the car in a nutshell. I really like this car. If you're looking for a trailer queen, this is not it. If you're looking for something that you want a real GTO, this is a factory 242 VIN number GTO. And I like the factory color combo of turquoise on turquoise.
Yeah, absolutely. Great look. Looks like the front bumper, headlight bezels, grille, that's all in beautiful shape. Looks like that was replaced. Bumper shines really nice. Paint job on it presents very well, but it's probably 30-year-old paint. So when we go around it, there's a lot of little chips or imperfections that we'll try to point out.
We'll do our best, but there is a lot of them, and it's a driver quality, local car show, driver, cruise night car is what it is.
Yep, absolutely.
Got a good body on it, and like I said, great look and a real goat.
Stuff like this is kind of what we're talking about. There's a little paint chip at the back side of the hood.
There's some along the front edge too here. The very front balance a little bit. It's a cool GTO, and you don't see too many sedans, Dalton. You see a lot of hardtops, but the sedans are actually, you know, just a little bit stronger with that post in there, and a lot of people liked them for drag racing and stuff like that.
Interior looks sharp. It's got the his and hers shifter. Really nice Dakota digital gauges, the high dollar ones. They look stock, but they're all digital. Upgraded radio, retro sound, their custom auto sound radio. Got a chip here on the edge of the door.
It needs a new antenna. We did go ahead and put a brand new digital AM, FM digital Bluetooth radio in it too. So looks like our doors are nice and solid. Corner door looks really nice and thin here. That looks good.
Rubbers were replaced, it looks like.
Almost looks like original paint. Could be in the jams. It's hard to say. This is original for sure.
A lot of the interior is original. Carpet.
Yeah, the carpet's original, ain't it, I think.
Seats have been recovered.
Yep. The console light still works. Headliner's original.
Paint on the dash looks nice, and the wood grain's really nice and clean too.
The top of the back seat's in really good shape too, so.
Scuff there. There's the top of the back seat Dad mentioned.
Yeah, this is really nice here. This lead line is awesome in here, just nice and solid. Like I said, it doesn't have as much flex, so you just don't have as much problem with these lead lines with this post.
Chip there on the door edge.
It looks like all our exterior trim is just original, you know, especially around the glass. You know, it's just got a lot of little micro scratches and stuff on the around the window trim. And all our base trim and stuff's all original as well.
It's just an awesome car. Sounds good, drives good. It's something that you can still be proud of, but you're not scared to drive it.
Exactly, 100%.
Chip there. And this is just a really light scuff. It'd probably buff out. Quarter's nice and straight. Back bumper looks like that was replaced. That's got a great shine.
We have just a little bit of a bubble here in this paint right here on that side. Looks like the taillight lenses and stuff like that are all original as well, and so is the chrome around here. We've got one more tiny little paint imperfection right here, and a tiny chip that's touched up there. So like I said, a lot of little paint chips.
There's a little one there.
Some here, yeah, a couple of ones. Trunk lid opens up good. Let's go to the inside here too, D. So as we go in here, it had a little bubble on that outside right here. But as we go through this lip, that looks pretty much all original. I don't think it's had any issues, any prior repair down there at all. On the lip looks good.
Got your jacking instructions.
Jam paint looks pretty original here, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm, it does.
It's got the spare, it's got the jack, all that kind of stuff as well. Trunk solid. Make sure you go to our website, coyoteclassics.com. Check out the undercarriage photos and stuff. Again, great car, awesome driver. Paint is old.
Quarter's nice and straight. Door and front fender are really straight too. Just as you mentioned on the other side, this lead line and sail area is beautiful. Really nice. Just a little compound.
There's a couple little paint chips up here, Dalton. Just a couple. So there's one there, a couple right here. Looks like just a little bit of a chip. Looks like the back of the hood lines up good when you get around here. As long as you're right there, should we go ahead and open? You got probably right here is probably from your key or something like that. This touched up. There's your corner of the door there.
You got new rubbers, it looks like. Door panels look good. You got your GTO door panels.
Looks like original, because see how you kind of you kick this in and out a little bit here? It's got some wear right there. Just getting in and out. He said that carpet definitely looks original, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. Driver's seat looks good though.
Yeah, very nice. Let's drive it, shall we?
Like you said, lines up great in the back of the hood to the top of the fender. And just a really sharp look, good sound. I love these GTOs, especially this color.
I'm with you, Dalton. I love these gauges. We got full tank of gas, battery gauges charging about 14 volts. Speedometer works, tach works great, oil pressure gauge works. We put a brand new radio in it. It still needs your own speakers. I didn't know if a guy wants to put the kick panel speakers in it, if you want to cut in some 6x9s back there. We went, put a brand new radio in it, ran the wires out under here. Somebody can go ahead and put whatever 6x9s they want, but we rewired it out here to it, so it's easy to hook up.
The air is ice cold.
Dome light works as well. And the headliner does have a hole right up in here, right above that. Other than that, the headliner's in good shape.
It's got that vintage air, which is really nice. You have a lot of fan speed, cools you off fast.
I like the 4-speed auto, and they didn't just do a 200 R4 or a 700 R4. They went with a 4L60E in it, which is the best one you can really buy.
Yeah, those are good, more modern 4-speed.
With the fuel injection, it idles really nice too, doesn't it? Tranny shift's nice.
Yeah, really firm shifts too.
Oh yeah, nice. Here's our disc brakes. No pull left or right whatsoever. With the overdrive, I always like at least starting it down in the drive position and then just kick it up to overdrive later. It seems like you get a little more of that low end performance when you do that.
You know, the dash looks good. The mirror looks new also.
Horn does not work. Wipers work. AC, like you said, blows ice cold. Ready?
I think one more car. He's turning. So yeah, we're good.
Turn signal indicators work good as well.
I like those Dakota digitals when they look stock like that, but then you can plug in service reminders on there, and it'll tell you how fast it's been in the 0 to 60 time too. Yeah, you can pivot through different screens.
That's pretty cool. When you said firm shifts, wow, they do have some great shifts, don't they?
Chirp the tires there.
Yeah, let's roll the windows up, huh?
Windows go up really nice and easy.
There's my overdrive, kick it right in. That's what's nice about this. 80 mile an hour, you're doing about 2400 RPM.
Yep.
That's nice.
Yeah, it is.
And just like any of them with a bigger cam, you got way more vacuum to that brake booster as you're going down the road. You just got to build up a little vacuum with them. The brakes work awesome. Stop great, no pull. You go through the nice thing is you can go through the his or her shifter side. That's kind of fun too.
It is.
And these are actually pretty, you just don't see a lot of his or her shifters anymore. Both of our GTOs, we have a GTO, this one, and a Le Mans GTO clone, and both of them have the his or her shifters. Kind of nice. I used to think these were cool back in the day.
They're a really cool design.
Works great. Also, another thing I want to say is all these are self-learning systems. So the fuel injection and stuff, the
more you drive it, the better it gets.
Yeah, exactly. It's exactly what happens. So great running driving car. It's only going to get better as you put about 1,000 miles on this.
Yep, absolutely. Check it out on the site, coyoteclassics.com. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you on the next test drive.